Welcome to a different video this week. And if you're new for the first time visiting my channel, a warm welcome to you too. Today I'm just going to share some of my own experiences with you. This set has served me well. I've been wearing the set for 4 weeks, and today I'm going to show you how I soak it off. And then I'm just going to share a few things with you. This is a set that I have created for myself, a set of press-ons. And as you can see, it actually still looks good. I can actually wear it for longer, 5 to 6 weeks. But we're going to take these off today. I'm just starting off by cutting the nails shorter for soaking purposes, but I'm just making sure that I don't cut my own nail at the bottom where it's already grown out. I have been experiencing a lot of problems with my nails for the past year and a half. I was packing up my home last year and I was working in a lot of water and cleaning chemicals that left my nails very soft and exposed. The next step would be to remove some of the product with my e-file. I've got it on a very slow speed, so I'm just breaking the seal. That would make it easier for soaking off purposes. I'm very cautious. And because I'm just a DIYer creating some content on my channel, I'm going to share some of my bad experiences with you from what I went through or what I tried, and some of the conclusions that I came to. One conclusion that I did make is that any person that works with an e-file or nail drill needs years of experience and also needs to be highly qualified. This is the nail drill that I've been using. It's not very expensive. It was actually very cheap, but it's sufficient for the purposes that I'm using it for. And the one thing that I've learned and that I know from experience now is that I won't use the drill on my natural nails. I will only use it in instances where I remove product, like in this instance, just to make it easier for the product to be soaked off. If you're planning on working with a nail drill or an e-file, it would be best to get proper training. Or while you practice, be very cautious, because it takes years of practice and skills. So you would need to know the speed of your bit that you've been working with and the different bits that you get and what purpose they're for. So there's a lot involved that one needs to know. You can see the speed that I've been drilling with, that if I push the drill too hard, it will come to a standstill. Because one needs to be careful not to hurt yourself or your cuticles. This is the state that my nails was in about 4 months ago. And you can see they are severely overfiled. I had no grip on the free edge. And when I do use products, I would get some heat spikes. So this is as far as I would go by taking off the product, just to break the seal. And now we will just soak it off in acetone. This is just a container that I've got for many years now that I've been using to soak off my nails. It's got an opening on the side where one could put some hot water in and then close it up again. And then you can pour your acetone in. And then you can soak off both hands at the same time. So I will just fill it up with hot water and then put in some acetone, and then I've got these albusters. Not sure what you call them, but I'll also put that in the acetone. That helps a great deal with removing the product while you soak off the nails or the products. Then I just use an orange wood stick to remove some of the product. To soak off the nail tips or the press-ons takes a bit longer than just when you would normally soak off for some product, some gels or acrylic. So I would just soak my nails for about 20 minutes and take the product off and then put it back in, maybe for another 20 minutes. And then I wouldn't use a cuticle pusher to take the product down because it might scratch your natural nail. So it's a lot safer just to work with a wooden stick. I was wearing a set of press-ons about a month ago for 4 weeks. And when I soaked that down, my nails were growing in a much better state. This is the second set that I was wearing for 4 weeks. And this is the results. They're in a much better condition now. While I struggled with my overfiled nails, like I've showed you, people would advise you to use a nail strength on your nail or a builder gel. So I have tried the nail strengthener and I'll show you a picture of it. But then I experienced the problem where my thumbnail would crack right through in the middle or on the sides. It didn't grow out properly. So even the strengthener has caused damage to my nails while I was trying to get it to grow or to try and get it into a better condition. And you will also see that I don't use a normal file on my nails. I will only use a buffer on my natural nails. I will only use a file if there's some stubborn product still stuck to the free edge maybe. Then I would lightly take that down. But otherwise I only use a buffer on my nail beads. So to me the nail strengthener wasn't an option anymore. Because while the nail was growing, it became brittle on the sides and was cracking in the middle of my thumb. So that was just a short-term solution. And while it was unbearable for me to work or go about my day with naked nails and no grip on the free edge, I also thought to experiment with polygel by using the dual forms, just to try and get some sort of design so I could use my nails or show off my nails. But when I remove it, the damage was even worse. And while I had the polygel on, when curing, I had a lot of heat spikes because my nail was so overfiled. I think that made it even worse. When I removed the polygel, the damage to my nails was even worse. Which brings me to another conclusion, not to use products on an overfiled nail bed. Or apart from that, you need to know your products or what's in your products that you use. It was so bad that part of my nail was lifting off the nail bed. This is the strengthener that I've used. But that has only caused crack in my nails while the nails were trying to grow. And if you look at the next photo, you will see on the sides where the nails were cracking from the strengthener. And part of my nail was lifting off my nail bed after the polygel removal. Trained professionals will know better not to put products on any client's nails while it's overfiled or damaged. And a trained technician will also know better not to file onto or use an e-file onto a natural nail. These are things that you will need to look out for. It was great to see the amount of growth on my nails after I took off the second set of the press-on nails. This was the first time when I had my press-ons or decided to wear press-ons, trying to give the nails a chance to recover. So after seeing the progress on my nails after wearing press-on sets, I've decided that I'm not going to use any products on my natural nails anymore, and that I would from now on only use press-ons. I also won't use any builder gels on my nails or acrylic gel. My concern is the amount of products that we do use on our nails, starting with the base, dehydrators, primers, and then you still put a product on your nails, whether it's gel or acrylic or polygel, and that gets baked into your nail. If you're not a trained professional with an extreme knowledge of nail products, you need to be wary of it. And this is why I'm sharing my experience with you. And the other reason why I only prefer to wear press-ons from now on is to prevent allergies when applying unsafe products that gets in contact with your skin. That can cause allergies, and that can become a lifelong problem that you might experience after that. And then maybe there might be no turning back to try and fix that. I have now washed my hands and I'm just pushing back the cuticles lightly. I'm having great difficulty to edit this video as there's so much that I want to share or that I want to make clear to you just by what I experienced, that I would like to make you aware of. And then just ask you that if you're not sure about what you use or what's in your products that you use, just to take caution. And maybe if you can learn from what I have experienced, and then maybe take better care of your nails. So coming to the conclusion, I've decided not to use any products on my nails anymore. or use an e-file on my natural nails. So I would rather create my press-ons and then put that onto my nails. That would prevent to get any products or unsafe products touching your skin, to prevent allergies. I'm happy with the progress that I have been making in the past 8 months and from what I've seen or experienced. And I will also share with you the kind of treatment that I have done in the time that my nail was severely damaged, even while I was wearing the press-ons. The only time that my nails would get exposed to water is when I take a shower or wash my hands during the day. But at all times I keep a cuticle oil with me. And I even have one on my bedside table where I would constantly oil my cuticles or my fingertips and use a hand cream. If I do the dishes, I make sure to use my gloves or when cleaning, not to be in contact with any chemicals or soaps. So I would always wear my gloves when I work in water or when I'm doing some cleaning. And if I do decide to release this video, my wish is that somebody might take something from this and not have to learn the hard way that I did. And be cautious in what you do on your nail beads and with what products you've been using, to try and get the knowledge to know what's in your products. And be very well trained when using an e-file. Be cautious when you currently get your nails done by a nail technician, that you need to know what to look out for. And I think ask yourself the question of what the status of your own nails are under the current set that you've been wearing and what you've been paying for it. And then ask yourself the question if it's really worth it. I'm really happy with the progress that I have been making and that I'm able to share it with you. And I'm not going to look back, and I think I'm just going to carry on with what I've been doing in the future, even being a content creator. We can all still wear beautiful sets of nails or designs without having to sacrifice your health, and rather get the knowledge or the training to be better in what we do. Because I think knowledge is key. This is another great tip that I would like to share with you. I'm using these two kind of oils, tea tree oil and jojoba oil, that I mix together in a separate bottle that's got a dripper. And then I would take my cuticle pins apart and fill it up with this oil that's been mixed together. And then I would treat my cuticles all day, especially when washing my hands afterwards. And then I've got one at my bedside table that I will use before I go to sleep every night. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you. And I really hope that you would take something from it. Keep wearing your pretty nails and be proud of it. Thank you for taking the time. Keep well. Till next time. Bye-bye.